Всем привет. Ну что, мы продолжаем проходить третий Mass Effect. Прибыли мы в лабораторию. Лабораторию. Сейчас скажу. Лабораторию Цербера. И там нам нужно забрать артефакт Жнецов. Там именно здесь. Поэтому давайте это. Бляха, я думал, вот у меня, короче, вот тут справа что-то щелкнуло. Так, а что такое там? Что это такое? А, тут тоже такая фиговина есть. Это наш, да? А. И все, что ли? И это все? Личные записи Мастерс. Вот и я тут. Бойцы суровые, никто не улыбается вообще. Если возьмут в плен, велено убить себя. Вот так. Тренировки называют интеграцией. Меня будут интегрировать завтра. Скорей, Буш. Завтра тебя интегрируют так, что ты охренеешь, мягко говоря. Сейчас я тут вот так настроюсь. В полусидя, полулежа состояние. Поэтому... Улучшение оружия, снайперская винтовка, улучшенный прицел. Блин, осталось только найти место, где это оружие можно улучшить. А. Ну, второй склад я ж был там уже. Блин, а чё там-то кончились патроны, что ли? А, я не поменял ружье-то, да? А я его потом только взял. Этот говённый пистолет, мне не нравится он. Шляпошный. Не понял, ну вот же он. Или мне не туда? А что за долбоящер тут? Мне поставил турель. Махомана. Чуть-чуть я тебе в голову не стрелю. Вот еще. Интеграция прошла успешно. Обещаю убить себя при попадании в плен. Цербер превыше всего. Мы защитим человечество любой ценой. Так. Ага. Так я был рядом с ним, кстати говоря. Это все 4 надо будет собрать или где?
It appears to be Reaper tech, but the signature is new to me.
Cortez, second sample secure. Heading back to you now.
Negative, Commander. Pad got hot. Have to bug out. Got 3 birds on my 6. Taking fire. Scratch that. Making 4. We'll rendezvous when I can. Out.
We just need to hold out until Cortez can pick us up.
Nothing like having your back to the wall.
Never said it would be easy.
Подождать так подождать, давайте подождем. Так он упал, конечно.
Stay focused. This isn't over yet.
I can do this all day.
Cortez, do you copy? What's your status?
Engaging multiple targets. Time for something a bit risky.
Lieutenant,
Last day, Commander.
just stay focused and keep at it.
Что-то подозрительно больно это. Просто.
Do you copy?
I hope he's still alive.
You'll make it. Just keep this landing pad clear.
Commander had to go dark side to shake him. Coming in hot. Be ready.
We're ready for extraction as soon as you can get here.
Убить 2000 врагов. Хера себе.
We're at the extraction point. Ready for
Вот уже посложнее стало. О, а у меня граната есть. Замечательно, я и не видел. Так. Ветеран, убить 2000 врагов, Mass Effect 1, 2 или 3. А, их всего 2, что ли, надо?
Commander, we've got our best engineers looking at the Reaper tech you secured from that lab.
What was Cerberus doing with it?
We don't know yet, but whatever Cerberus is up to, it can't be good. Even if we can't determine its purpose, we've disrupted their experiments.
I doubt they'll just close up shop.
Agreed. We'll keep sending strikes against the facility. Good work, Commander.
Угу. Финансирование Альянса. Так. 670 как было. А, 770. Так, где же здесь у нас? Может быть, это надо мне в каюту? Блин, плохо, Лёх сейчас еще и не смотрит. Он бы давно бы мне подсказал, а еще...
You see the Citadel when we were there on leave? You'd never know there was a war on.
You'll know soon enough. All those refugees have to go somewhere.
А тут что такое? Непонятно. Так. Давай попробуем в каюту капитана. Ну, навряд ли в каюте капитана у меня этот... Ну да, с каютой, в принципе, ничего не поменялось. Комплект брони. Броня Цербера. Раса. Восстановление щита. Но запас здоровья уменьшается. Плечи. Рукавицы. Урон ближнего боя, но запас опять же. Ноги. Материал. Узор. Подсветка. Блин, это придется мне сейчас... Нахера я сюда приехал, скажи мне. Этих нет сообщений. Арсенал. Во. Ух ты, ни хрена тут какая-то. А, вот оно все это. Это я только что все сделал. Интерфейс. Покупайте модификации для дробовиков, пистолетов, снайперских винтовок. Это что у нас? Маломощный прицел. Подожди-ка, я пока... Подожди-ка. Это у нас улучшение оружия. Подожди, это тоже не то. Это магазин. А тут что? Вот, модификация оружия. Тут у нас 3 модификации, да, получается? Улучшенный прицел для снайперской винтовки. Увеличивать точность. Удлиненный ствол. Модуль концентрации. Личный подход. Так, мне надо... Мститель. А у них нет модификации, да? А, вот у дробовика есть одна. Угу. Так, мне надо для пистолета... Купить что-нибудь. Подожди. Личный подход. Модифицировать оружие. Достижение 27,9. Так, а ты у нас...
Lieutenant Steve Cortez, shuttle pilot. Got news about our supply chains, Commander.
Nice to meet you, Lieutenant. What's going on?
Sorry to just jump in, Commander. There's so much to be done, I get caught up in the tasks at hand.
He's always like that. You need to chill out, Esteban.
So you do care, Mr. Vega? Or is that the Cerveza talking again?
So what's happening with our supply chains, Lieutenant?
Alliance procurement chains are in chaos, but the Citadel's economy is still running. I can network to Citadel retailers. You can view inventory and make purchases right from this console.
When I network to a new store, I'll let you know.
It does cost more to coordinate delivery to the Normandy, so it's cheaper to buy supplies when you're there.
So you're my shuttle pilot, but you're setting up procurement chains?
I wasn't assigned as Normandy's pilot. Not much need for one on a dry dock ship. I was overseeing the retrofit of the cargo hold. I'm quite familiar with the operation and maintenance of the UT-47 Kodiak and the M44 Hammerhead. In my experience, it made sense for me to take over as shuttle pilot when we left Earth. I'm also responsible for logistics, making sure the armory and shuttle are properly stocked and maintained.
How long have you been with the Alliance?
About 10 years. I enlisted in First Fleet serving on the SSV Hawking, flying F-61 Tridents mostly. I love the Trident. It practically dances in low atmo. I spent as much time tinkering on my bird as flying her. Got a bit of a reputation.
So, you can fly fighters and fix them.
Yeah, and I got a knack for procurement too. They were grooming me for CAG, but my skill set made me more valuable commanding a flight deck. They assigned me to the Normandy retrofit team about 5 months ago to oversee all cargo bay modifications.
What happened to the M44 Hammerhead?
It was sent to the tech labs for a retrofit. To afford mobility with such a small ESO core, its design sacrificed armor plating. The lab engineers are trying to improve that. After the Reaper invasion, those labs are probably just a pile of rubble.
The Kodiak seems a bit different.
Good eyes, Commander. This is the UT-47A Kodiak. It's got an upgraded ESO core and prototype stealth technology based on the Normandy design. For quick drops, I can get you in and out virtually undetected. She flies like a brick, so that's why you need a good pilot.
Do you maintain this armory?
I share that duty with our illustrious Mr. Vega. Though I believe the only weapon he really cares to maintain is himself.
You know you love the show, Esteban.
The first retrofit we did was to move the armory down from Deck 2. I'm not sure what Cerberus engineers were thinking. Now you get off the elevator, pick your gear, and head right into the shuttle.
Just like the original Normandy.
Welcome back to the Alliance, Commander.
You were stationed on Earth. Do you have family there?
I'm an only child. Lost my parents years ago. I had a husband back when I was stationed at Ferris Fields.
Чего,
The
блядь?
whole colony. I'd rather not talk about it.
Тьфу! Выгоните его нахер с корабля.
Keep up the hard work, but don't kill yourself.
Yes, Commander.
Это какой-то ужас. Фу, таким быть. Нельзя. А модификаций нет, что ли? Улучшение пистолетного магазина. Ручной пистолетный парализатор. Небольшой модуль у основания ствола позволяет наносить больше урон целям в ближнем бою. Бронебойная модификация для пистолета. Берем. Компенсатор отдачи штурмовой винтовки. Улучшение магазина штурмовой винтовки. Запас термозарядов. Снайперской винтовки. Такс. Вместимость. Увеличение магазина. Во, вот это. Три смысла нет покупать. Блин, вот эта вот собака злая. Да нахрен не буду я тут ничего покупать. Сейчас посмотрим, что у нас здесь.
Commander, welcome back to the Normandy. Or maybe you should be saying that to me.
Engineer Adams, what are you doing here?
I was put in charge of the drive core retrofits. My experience on the Normandy SR-1 made me an obvious choice.
So, what do you think of our SR-2?
She's incredible. If there's one nice thing I can say about Cerberus, it's that they know how to build a ship. And about that, Cerberus, I mean, I owe you an apology.
How so?
Back when you got this ship, Dr. Chakwas contacted me, asking me to help with your mission against the Collectors. I refused. I didn't have your back, and I'm sorry for that.
Your alliance first. That's the way it should be.
Thank you, Commander. Glad to be aboard.
Is your family okay?
My parents are serving on Viridian Zenith, an Alliance agricultural vessel. My sister is a navigator on the SSV Benjamin. Happy to report that both vessels are safely under Hackett's command.
Does the new Normandy stack up to the old SR-1?
Stack up. It blows the old ship away. The Tantalus drive core has been completely overhauled. The SR-2 might be nearly twice the size, but the new drive core is 3 times bigger. This ship can fly. That said, Cerberus isn't too high on safety. If pushed past her limits, this core would vent into engineering. Guess it gives my team incentive to keep her well balanced during a firefight.
Do your job or get vaporized.
Pretty much. I noticed you upgraded the kinetic barriers with cyclonic technology. Should help reduce the draw when under missile fire.
Hopefully that means fewer vaporized engineers.
The IES stealth system is significantly improved. It can handle a higher blue shift of our emissions.
And that means...
We should be able to drop out of FTL without triggering every sensor in range. Very handy for stealth reconnaissance. All in all, the Normandy is a marvel of engineering.
What do you think of Edie?
We had a good talk during the retrofit. A little strange at first, talking shop with an AI.
AI? I thought Edie posed as a VI to keep the likes of you from unplugging her.
Yeah, but I saw through her. Have you seen her hardware? Processing power is off the charts. And then there were the problems that kept fixing themselves. If I hadn't had her pegged, I would have sworn I was losing it.
You never expressed any skepticism, Lieutenant Adams.
I figured I'd better play it safe with the Cerberus AI, Edie. No offense.
None taken. As long as you keep your fingers out of my cognizance processors.
In the beginning, I tried disconnecting her from key processes without giving myself away. Easier said than done. But Joker seemed to trust her, and in time I saw her advantages. Even grew to like her.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, sir.
Плюс 2 очка репутации. Так, а внизу у нас что? Опять будем сюда... Заселять членов команды, что ли? Ну, походу, потому что... Закрыто дальше. Так, ну давай глянем. Так, ну тут 2 человека как и были во второй части, так и есть. Тут никого. Угу. Мужской туалет. Туалет типа сортира. Тут у нас это Миранда сидела. А сейчас Лиара.
Commander Shepard, it's a pleasure to see you again.
You're the drone from the Shadow Broker's ship.
Dr. Tassoni now refers to me as Glyph instead of Info Drone, 95% of the time. If you have a moment, I'd like to draw your attention to a terminal in her office. It analyzes information packages. If you find any useful data, I can research upgrades for you.
And what should I be looking for?
I'll inform you if you found relevant data. When you do, return to this terminal for your choices. In the meantime, Dr. Tassoni would like to speak with you. Have a pleasant day.
Угу.
Looks like you brought more than just that drone from your ship.
A few things were necessary. I'd be a very silent shadow broker without data feeds.
So you have access to your resources?
What I can get. We'll need it to research this Prothean device. Until we understand precisely what it does, it's far too dangerous to use.
Did the Protheans actually complete this weapon?
You mean, will it work? They wouldn't have poured their last resources into this device if they thought otherwise. but we really need to find out just what kind of weapon they left us.
It'd be nice to know we're not kids playing around with a loaded gun.
Absolutely. The damage it could cause if it backfired is unthinkable. People were finally starting to listen before the Reapers came. If we'd had a little more time, maybe Earth wouldn't. I'm sorry. I understand if you don't want to talk about it.
The thought means a lot, Liara. Thanks.
You're welcome. And since I didn't mention it before, it's good to be back, Shepard.
Куда она делась? А это что у нас?
This terminal contains non-essential correspondence from your allied forces. Dr. Tassoni has granted you access.
Ой, сколько тут всего.
Hello again, Shepard.
How much do you know about this Prothean artifact?
Very little. We're fortunate enough Data survived to piece together the blueprints. Decoding them will require as many specialists as we can find.
It's that high-tech?
I'd have killed for a glimpse of it during graduate school.
So is that drone your new secretary?
Glyph is a VI shell that indexes my search functions on the data feeds. I couldn't work without it. Although I'm lucky EDI let Glyph on board after it tried to rewrite her scheduled tasks.
I was merely attempting to standardize the ship's automated systems to our own, Dr. Tassoni.
Yes, that's precisely why you're confined to the cabin.
What's been happening with you as the broker, Liara?
It's been exciting. The old broker's ship, impressive, but it was never meant to be space-worthy. Which meant the elusive man eventually tracked me down on Hagalaz.
What happened?
I knew he was coming. Farron and I loaded as much of the ship's specialized hardware onto a shuttle as we could. We got away from Cerberus's ships after arranging an appropriate distraction.
What kind of distraction?
Sending the broker's ship exploding into a Cerberus cruiser. I don't think the elusive man expected me to give up my resources in such a spectacular fashion.
Can you still operate as the broker without the ship?
Well, I couldn't let the elusive man have it. I saved what was crucial. My network of agents is intact, although the Reapers have taken a toll on their numbers. It's taking a while to re-establish contact.
So where is Farron if you two escaped?
He convinced me he was recovered enough to work, and I do need more agents.
Agent Farron didn't report any injuries during his last call to you, Doctor.
True. Given what he survived, I should probably worry less.
What have you been up to since we last saw each other?
Since you helped me defeat the Shadow Broker, I started looking for defenses against the Reapers. The Protheans were the only ones with substantial information on them. The older civilizations barely had records. I knew the elusive man was hunting for the same thing when our agents began crossing paths.
Like on Mars?
I thought I'd covered my tracks, but he had surveillance there all along.
We'll talk later, Liara.
Of course. Hello, Shepard. Hello, Shepard.
Набор модификации брони. Увеличение боезапаса.
Please, enjoy your day.
Щиты, ну, так себе оно, я не знаю, к чему оно мне вообще надо. Так, здесь у нас докторша была в прошлой серии. По магазинам. Посетить магазин в одиночной игре. Достижение есть у 28,2% игроков. Нет доступных умений. А, нет. Сбрасывать умения я не хочу. Блин, так все тут растянули, конечно. Это кто тут у нас? А, это эта бабеха, которую мы на Марсе ушатали. Такс. Этого тоже нет, да, у нас? Кокота. И здесь Гаруса нету. Ну, неудивительно, что его нет. Мы же по новой начали. Блин, то, что вот бегать надо по всему кораблю, прокачиваться, вот это, вот, блин, плохо. Вот это мне не нравится. Оружие там. Это здесь. Так, теперь мы посмотрим, что у нас тут. Ой, кодекс. Иден Прайм. Или Цитадель. На святилище была обнаружена новая формула панацелина. Нужно найти кого-то на Цитадель, кто сможет ее использовать. Ну давай поищем. Так, а я вот с этой вот.
Commander, come to check on your new recruit.
Just wanted to see how you were doing.
Still trying to get my bearings. When I was working on the Normandy's upgrades, I left at the end of the day. I didn't even have a toothbrush or a change of clothing until I made some emergency purchases on the Citadel.
Next time you need something, just ask. We're all in this together.
Oh, it's no trouble, Commander. I'm sure you have larger concerns.
We can put in a requisition order.
My toothbrush is a Cision Pro Mark IV. It uses tiny Mass Effect fields to break up plaque and massage the gums. It costs 6,000 credits.
Okay, yeah. You're on your own with that.
In any event, I appreciate you giving me the chance to stay. Was there anything else?
How'd you end up in the military anyway?
My family didn't have money for university. When the Alliance saw my aptitude scores, they offered me a full scholarship. I served my required years after graduation and decided to stay. I really like the challenges of the lab. Although, I'm sure I'll grow to love frontline service as well.
I'm surprised you're worrying about a toothbrush. We've got bigger problems right now.
Oh, believe me. Seeing the Reapers on Earth was terrifying. But I won't help anybody by bursting into tears here in the CIC, will I? Being here on the Normandy helps. If anyone in the galaxy can stop the Reapers, it's you. And if flagging your messages and managing strategic intel helps you in any way, then it's worth it.
You worked in Alliance R&D?
Yes. You'd think quantum entanglement would make communication easy, but imagine incorporating multiple incoming sources and then networking them with extrapolations of time-lag data to construct a coherent situation GUI. It's an exciting challenge. For me, anyway.
Where are you from originally?
A colony in the Terminus systems, actually. Though I studied on Earth, at Oxford. My parents were from London. They loved Earth, but they wanted the freedom a colony life could offer. If they stayed in London, I imagine they'd be dead right now.
A lot of people back on Earth are still alive, and counting on us.
Quite true, Commander.
Carry on, Specialist.
Так. А можно я вот здесь? Так, мне нужен склад. А где он, интересно? Ну или попробовать. Ладно. Хрен с ним. Цитадель мне нужна.
Transferring your docking clearance to an Alliance official.
Figures. Finally back in action, the Alliance already wants us tagged and collared.
Just our way of welcoming you back, Flight Lieutenant.
Yes, ma'am. Requesting docking permission?
Docking permission granted. Would you like private transport arranged?
I'll handle it.
Yes, Commander.
Я пока просто не знаю, куда. А, блин, это надо было, наверное, в эту. На больничку. Все, скорей. Ладно, сейчас разберемся. Может, конечно, и нет, но... Пенициллин. Это медпрепарат. Hospital.
Welcome to Serta.
Thank you for coming to Serta. How can we help you?
Книжки, да?
All profits from sales go to help new medical research.
Набор конфет. Куплю. Тоже куплю. Пенициллин не буду покупать. Так. Шопоголик. Жопоголик я, а не шопоголик. Доктор Чаклас.
Shepard, there you are.
Dr. Chakwas, you're here?
I'm working at an Alliance R&D lab down in Shelter Woods, coordinating closely with Admiral Hackitt. I heard you escaped Earth in the Normandy, and that someone was critically injured. I came as fast as I could.
We had a run-in with the Cerberus synthetic on Mars. Ashley took the worst of it. How's she doing?
Very well, all things considered. I'm impressed with Lieutenant Commander Williams' resilience, as well as Dr. Michel's expertise. I wish I could have been there to help on Mars.
Your place is in Normandy's medbay, not some lab.
I couldn't agree more. You say the word and I'm with you.
The Normandy wouldn't be the same without you, Doctor. Get your things. Docking Bay D-24.
Yes, Commander. And thank you.
Don't thank me so soon. Remember, joke.
And I'd be surprised if he's been remembering his medication.
Вот это хорошо. Что у нас теперь есть свой личный доктор, опять же.
Commander Shepard, I'm Head Physician Dr. Chloe Michel. It's a pleasure to meet you. I assume you're here about Lieutenant Commander Williams?
How's Ashley doing?
The head trauma was severe, but we reduced the swelling quickly. These types of injury can go either way. She hasn't regained consciousness yet, but her vitals are strong, so I'm optimistic. You can go see her if you like. She's just down the hall.
This war may leave a lot of injured people homeless. Can the Citadel clinics care for them all?
We're fine now, but I'm worried. Every hospital on the Citadel is preparing for the worst. I hear the docks are tightly controlled, but we just can't leave people floating out there forever.
How are your medical supplies holding up?
We're well stocked now, but I can't say I'm not worried about the future. We've posted guards on our reserves. War profiteering has already begun.
With a center of this size, you must have a lot of direct reports.
We've got 12 full-time doctors and over 50 support staff. It can be overwhelming, quite different from my days in the wards.
Keep up the good work, Doctor.
You too, Commander.
Incursions by enemy forces are one reported in Turian colonies. Fighting is said to have reached Paladin.
Patient stable for now.
That was touch and go. Good work, Dr. Freya.
Arrow splint still the best course of action.
I'll see if we have the required spatial bindings. Meet you back here.
А у кого я могу про пенициллин спросить?
Hi, Doctor. Didn't expect to see you again so soon.
Yeah, we need to prescribe you another round of antibiotics.
For when I ship out.
Intel suggests that the entire Batarian hegemony has been destroyed by an unknown force.
Угу, вот она.
You got pretty banged up there, Williams. Had me worried. I just wanted to check in on you. See how you're doing. Despite all this, it's good seeing you again, Ash. Get some rest, okay? I'll come by when you're feeling better. We'll talk. You need anything, Doc, let me know. Okay, Ash. You take care. I'll see you soon.
Вот на этом мы и закончим. Всем спасибо за просмотр. Ссылочки будут в описании под видео. Подписывайтесь, комментируйте, ставьте. Всем до скорой встречи и всем пока.
Didn't even get to